All right, what's up? We're doing something a little different today. I did this a couple of weeks ago when my backyard was being hit by tornadoes and shit. Let me make sure that I'm not doxing myself. Okay, good. I didn't load my okay, very good. Last time I had like almost my address showing, and I didn't want to do that. But today is going to be a very bad weather day. If you guys have watched my aviation streams, you know I'm a huge weather nerd. Studied weather for a long time, and no, I'm not anywhere close to a meteorologist, but I know how to read these maps. And some of y'all out there that live in my backyard may not have access to it. Might be on YouTube. So, you know, if we can help prevent somebody from getting destroyed today, that would be a good thing. But yeah, there's definitely some action that's going to be happening in this area today. Let me blow this up so I can tell. So we have these tornado from NOAA. This is like a 5% tornado risk here, so the conditions are favorable in this area today for tornadoes. Not very long track tornadoes. If we look at severe weather here, you know, when you're in this yellow area, these are fairly organized storms possible, but not the type of storms that you would have like out here, you know, in Texas and Oklahoma, where, you know, you have a moderate risk. You know, there's like 5 levels to this. Moderate is the third. Then you have high, and then you have something else on top of it. But yeah, there is definitely some cells popping up. There's a cell here that's popped up. We have now 2 tornado warnings out here in Virginia. So both of these have rotation to them, as you can see with this map here. When you have red is going away, green is going towards the station. When they're mixed like that, that is not usually a good sign. Let's look at the reflectivity. So it looks like there might be some inflow starting to happen here. Inflow, you know, so as the cold air drops, warm air gets funneled up. This one right now. But yeah, I just think weather is fascinating. Yeah, see, that's what I mean here. See, inflow, red's going towards, red's going away, green's going towards. Because the station we're using is, I think, out here somewhere. Okay. I don't know where the station is. Not really important right now. Let's see if there's any torrential reflectivity. Spectrum. Well, there could be some stuff floating in the air. I'm not venturing to say there's a tornado on ground yet, but it's looking very favorable for a tornado. I would say if you're out in this area, definitely take cover. If you're down by Route 17, you know, near Urbana. Now, fortunately, there's not usually a lot of folks that live out in this part of the world. Now, as we get closer to the river, that's a different story because of waterfront properties and things like that. But the way this storm is tracking, it looks like it's going to go over Saluda, Christchurch, and then it's going to cross over into, you know, southern Maryland. Oh, no, this is still Virginia here, actually. Right. But yeah, this one looks fairly serious. Yeah. All them cones. A lot of volume. Radar Omega is dope as shit. I like there's one I just started using on my iPad. It's called Weather. Hang on, let me take my map. Pretty cool. It's free too. Or Radar Omega, you have to pay for. Called Weatherwise. I haven't tried downloading it. I haven't tried downloading it yet on my tablet, but all right. So how much longer do we have on tornado warning? We got 21 more minutes here. So there's no hail indicated yet with this. All right, tornado warning already went away for this northern storm. Yeah, it didn't look like it was going to be very well organized. This one definitely looks like it's trying to do something. You know, it still looks like it has what's trying to become a hook here. See if we can see any barometer classification. It looks like there could be a little bit of hail with this. That's rain. But that's hard rain, actually. No hail yet. What's the top of this? I am going to do a flight tonight, by the way. I have a flight planned with the 737 MAX. I fly one. I think it's a pretty cool flight that we're going to... I mean, I look forward to every flight, honest. I'm really looking forward. All right, medicine's in. Vape. We have another here weather statement. Doors, lightning. Wow, I didn't know that. Lightning can strike from about 10 miles from the thunderstorm. Holy shit. That is crazy. 10 miles away? What? Enlarge the circle for, I mean, the thing for your weather. Let me do that. Weather alerts. Tornado warning. Sizes. That way. Okay, so there is another. Hail less than less than 3/4 of an inch. 60-mile-an-hour winds. Poor Williamsburg. That's where one of my favorite places in the world is. Williamsburg. That's where Busch Gardens is. Right here, like somewhere. Okay, we have. Where the hell is it? A little bit past historic Williamsburg. This looks like this is trying to do something here. See what the wind looks like. Oh, it's so close to the radar, though. That's the thing. Only 17 miles away from the station. That's pretty close. But got some action to it. That's what I'm saying. Like if you look at this here, you see this tail starting to droop down. I mean, this could get tornado warned here in a few minutes if this continues to go this route here. Yeah, I would think this would be tornado warned here. I wish there was cameras or like weather spotters out. All right, here's Williamsburg. All right, here's 64. That's what you use to drive into Busch Gardens. Kings Mill Resort, that's part of Busch Gardens. Kings Mill. Courtyard, Williams. Okay, here we go. Williamsburg, Busch Gardens. They are right in the path. I hope you're not on the Griffin or on Apollo's Chariot. Apollo's Chariot is my favorite roller coaster ever. Ever. Amazing. Strong thunderstorms located. All right, let's go back up and look at let's look at you. Are indicated. I think this might expire, this tornado warning. I don't really see much with it anymore. See, it's kind of straightened up a bit now. You know, there's no like circular kind of. Yeah, I mean, even the wind velocities have really just minimized. I really think it's, but they just tornado warned it again. Really? Well, they must see something I don't, because I certainly don't see it. This to me down here looks like it's going to be tornado warned a lot quicker. You look at this thing. It's now, I mean, the farther we get away from the station, the easier this will be to look at. I mean, this is still really close to the station. Like if we choose a different station, I wonder how it looks. One we're using now, I think. Oh, we do have spotters out here. All right, so there's a little bit of wind trying to, there's a little bit of circular motion trying to get back up here. Maybe it's reorganizing. Maybe that's why they decided to put a new tornado warning out on it. This one here, considerable. Oh, no, Oklahoma. I'm not going. There's other guys you can watch that are way better at this than me, like Ryan Hall and Max, whatever his name is. I'm just doing this because I enjoy talking about it. And I have a microphone. Yeah, I really think this is going to get tornado warned. I mean, I would say, let me see what the wind velocities are. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's definitely some wind going on here. Yeah, I mean, I would say if you're out in the Williamsburg area, where's this at again? Yeah, yeah. The Williamsburg area, James River, you know, Yorktown, out in that direction. Gloucester Point. Looks like it should be, this storm should be to Williamsburg by about 4:05. So in about 20 minutes, I would say just stay weather vigilant as the term goes. Just keep an eye on what's around you. If it looks like it's bad weather coming towards you, there's bad weather coming towards you. Like, you know, take cover. But yeah, this thing is trying to swirl up. I'm surprised they haven't tornado warned this yet. Going with this one here. This one still doesn't look. I mean, there's a weather spotter here. I wish I could see what he's looking at. Must be tough being a weather spotter. Always being in your car, driving around, getting windshields cracked. Got to be a rough gig. Oh, I am so surprised this thing has not been called, not even a tornado, like, well, there's a tornado watch in this whole area until like 10 o'clock tonight. Man, I mean, unless I'm just an idiot. I mean, this looks like this is inflow coming in here. It's too close to see if there's any debris. Too close to the radar station. Differential reflectivity. This is good to find isolated pixels for I know pixels is not the right word, but that's the word I'm using today. But for vertical wind compared to horizontal wind, like vertical shafts of wind. These are, you know, usually you can use this to find like a hail shaft or something like that. there's a vertically integrated liquid. I know it's on radar. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, see, like this is another thing I look at when I'm looking for tornadoes. I look at how much water is going up. like, you know, how much water is getting sucked back up. Vertically integrated liquid. See, not much here. But a whole lot down here. I bet you the top of this storm is higher than the other one. We're looking at 30, 40,000. Yeah, and I mean, this one's only, yeah. I just don't see tornado coming out. This one looks a lot more promising for it. I know promising's like the wrong word to use. It's the word I'm using. Look, it even looks like it's starting to get a hook. Can't believe they haven't called this yet. Vertically integrated liquid 34, mesoscale of 1. 70% hail probability. Rain right there. I'm not a big fan of this map color, but it's easier to see the roads and the cities. Oh, maybe this thing is reorganizing a little bit. It looks like it's starting to try to come out again. That spotter is right there. He must be seeing something on this storm that he I should email him. Bro, what are you seeing? What are you seeing that we ain't seeing? That's one thing about Radar Omega I don't like. When you click on something, you just can't get rid of it. You have to click on it again to get rid of it. It's still starting to rotate. I mean, it's trying. It looks like it's trying to reorganize a little. Wellington, Washington, PA, Westmoreland. Oh, we got tornado warnings in PA. Oh wow. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's some wind right there. Other one. Yeah, there's some wind. There's some stuff going on here. Let's take a look at activity. This one looks like it could produce a tornado to me quicker than this one at the moment. But if there's any hail in here. I love talking. Oh yeah, there's hail. That's bad. And there's a little bit of hail there. Definitely hail here. Take a look at the correlation coefficient. If there's any debris getting thrown up in the air yet. Could be. The colors are starting to change a little bit. Huh? There could be something going on here. Definitely, if you're in this area of the world, definitely take cover. See, here's what I mean about differential reflectivity. See how we have like all these like blues and greens and shit, and then bam, got red. Like that's water going up. You know, that's the I'm sorry, that's the wind speed. Like that's the wind going up versus horizontal. Usually when it's that much of a difference, that's when the wind is like these isolated, I call them pixels, but they're not pixels. Isolated rectangles here going up instead of, you know, regular wind. But yeah, if you live at, where the hell is this? Out Latrobe. Oh, this is like northern Pennsylvania. You know, that's right outside of Pittsburgh. Shit. All right, so if you live outside the Pittsburgh area, Latrobe, and I hope fast food capital. Every time I would drive out to college, I would call it the fast food capital world. I think it's no, well, it's not important. But there's one like when you're driving out 68 here, there's one like little street you can turn off of, and like the whole street is nothing but fast food restaurants. Like it's like McDonald's next to Burger King, Wendy's, Sonic next to Dairy Queen. It's like just a whole street, and both sides of the street is nothing but like fast food restaurants. It's got to be awesome, right? Doesn't like fast food. I love fast food. All right, so there's a little bit of action here. It looks like there's some wind trying to spin this up here. Let's go back to Virginia. That's what it says on the thumbnail. And I'm a lot closer to this area than the other area. Okay, well, they got the tornado. I mean, a tornado. They got the severe weather storm going. I'm really surprised that they haven't done anything about a tornado warning on this. It just has that look to it. You know, it's not like in a straight line. You know, there's definitely some inflow happening here, which is why there's a break in, like there's inflow here happening, there's a little bit of inflow here. This dude is still watching this, so there might be something going on, but it just doesn't look like. I think this is going to expire. I don't see them re-upping this. I wonder what the Cape vector are. Let me model. All right, so 1,000 joules. 1,000 joules. All right, so it has a little bit more energy. Wow, it's almost 4 o'clock already. Go back to the 5p. Another special weather statement just got popped out. All right, so that's Cape. What about oh yeah. Word news. Oh, it looks like the tornado warning went away. What did I say? What did I say? It didn't look like there's. I'm really surprised they haven't done anything about a tornado warning on this. 34 knots or greater. Supercell composite. What about mixed layer? Yeah, I mean, look, we're right here, you know, and 5. Wow, look at that energy there. Good Lord. That's a lot of energy. HRR is way off for what's actually going on in the world right now. All right, let's get out of this. Here. Wow, that's a pretty tornado. Dalhart, Texas. Wow, that's cool. All right, this one, they extended the tornado warning. Let's take a look at this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this storm looks like it could be going to be producing something here. Now, the weather in Maryland is not supposed to stay bad for much longer, it looks like, so I'm probably going to cut this stream off here pretty soon and do my flight. I only do this because sometimes it's very difficult to find like live info on weather where you live, especially if you live out like in the Maryland, Virginia area, because we don't usually get bad weather like where we need to like take cover. And every once in a while we do, but I have a hard time finding somebody that can show me what's going on. Why I'm doing this. But yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of action here. Yeah. All right, let's go back down south. All right, so it's starting to straighten out a little bit now. So it's starting to lose that tornado-y kind of look. So, and we do have some storms starting to pop off here. Some cells, it looks like. One. This one's starting to get a meaner look to it. Got a J. Good egg, got a J. A J. Storm brought to you. This supercell here, and then closer to where I live, thing on here. Now, I would say that this would look like a tornado, but, you know, like the beginnings of it, but there's no, like, there's nothing around, like, warning-wise. Yeah, and it's not really, there's not much velocity to this at all. Yeah, and the wind's all going in one direction, so yeah, that's nothing really to worry about. Even if it has that look to it, like that, this look like it's starting to get that, you know, that hook. If the wind's only going in one direction, it's usually just the way the storm is shaped. Look at those down here. Elkton, Harrisonburg. These storms, I just don't think they're going to have the energy to, because the Cape didn't look like it was that much areas. The Cape is the amount of convective energy in the atmosphere. The one. Look at the wind on this one. This is like the biggest storm in the area right now. Velocities look all right. It doesn't really look like there's much going on. I mean, there's a little bit of mixed wind here. Doesn't look like it's anything to be worried about at this point. See if there's any hail or anything. A little bit of hail. If you live out near, well, really, if you're out near Kings Point or out near Busch Gardens at like the Kings Mill Resort, Colonial Park, might be getting a little bit of hail. This thing is attacking. Wow, 30-mile-per-hour winds. That's 30. And this is, let's see what it is doing at the base velocity. 20. 24. So it looks like close to 30 miles per hour is the largest amount of wind there. Special weather statement here. What are they? Strong thunderstorm, Whitestone, Christchurch, Grace Point, tornado much rain. Yeah. Wind gusts up to 40. Let's. And this storm still has me looking, man. Still got that hooky look. I want to see it farther away from the station. That's the, like, it's so close to the station. You're down by the Norfolk base. You could be getting hit pretty hard right now with the storm, it looks like. There's some big rain happening right there, right over top of the naval station. This one still has me. I still think that this one could get tornado warned here. I haven't lost faith in it yet. That's a supercell there. Nice little cell here. This one still doing its thing. Still got big rain. I mean, if this one can stay organized and continue to move into this, warmer, moist kind of environment. Points right now. Yeah, I mean, look at all this warm, moist air that's sitting here, just waiting to, all the way up towards DC. This is part of the reason why this area has got this kind of tornado 5% look to it. Got massive dew points next to smaller dew points. Got moist air. You have a lot of energy in the atmosphere. Now this one's starting to lose. Oh, that's North Carolina. Yeah, I mean, this thing's still got 22. Wow, look at that. That is crazy. Not as bad as it is down south. Down south right now, I think like 5,000 joules per kilogram. Wow, this one here, 3,500. All right, let's go back to tornado warnings for total. Yay, they still have theirs. Allegheny, Washington, where we just were. Yeah, I mean, if you live in the Pittsburgh area, take cover. You have some bad weather, and I'm a Ravens fan, and I'm looking out for you. So, take cover. I'm not saying there's a tornado on the ground. It's so close to this station, it's hard to say like exactly what's going on with it, but got a watcher watching it. It's already been tornado warned. I think it's radar indicated. I don't think it'll be a very strong tornado, but there's not a ton of energy in the atmosphere. Stay vigilant, as they say. Good warning there. Still nothing down here. Look at the whole map here. What else is good? There's these little discrete. There's Ryan Hall. Little discrete cells that are just kind of popping up. Newport News. Really, it's just this Pittsburgh area that's got the tornado warning. Now, I'm so surprised that one has. I know I've been saying it, but I'm just very surprised. It's just had that look to it forever. Going into warmer, but to be honest, soon, who gives a shit? It's going to be out in the water. Now it's the boat's problems now. Which I shouldn't say who gives a shit. I mean, there's crab fishermen out there. There's people out there doing their job, and trying to provide for themselves and their families. So hopefully they'll be okay, but not like it's going over like a mobile park or shopping mall or a Walmart. Plus, those guys in the water, they probably are more in tune with the weather than I am. At least I would hope they are, being that they do that for a living. They kind of need to pay attention to that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, thing's starting to get some look to it. This thing's starting to get some teeth, it looks like. Got some hail to it. That's the red. Got some spinny winds. Got some vertical winds. Kind of too close to tell if this is any kind of debris or not. Just be, you know, chatter from the radar station. Each special statement. All right, that's going out to sea. Yeah, I mean, I would still say if you're out in this Newport News area, Grafton, Poquoson, you know, Kiln Creek, Yorktown, Gloucester Point, like keep an eye on the sky because you know, in 20-30 minutes, you know, this could be over you. Heading east at 22 miles an hour, so it's going at a pretty good clip, and it's still got some meanness to it. It's got some velocity to it, a little bit of, you know, like it's picking up some of that energy, some of that Cape energy. It's starting to get some. Oh yeah, 44 miles an hour now. 50 miles an hour out near Harveysville, Hornsbyville. Wow, that's fast. That'll blow my fat ass over if I got hit by a 50-mile-an-hour wind. Best be sure. Probably knock me over. Yeah, there's this storm has got some bite to it. So even if there's no tornado, at least keep an eye, you know, on what's going around you. Still some hail with this storm. I wonder what the top of this. Oh yeah, almost 40,000 feet in the air. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's dropping some. Like I said, it's still got that look to it. Yeah, like I said, even if it's not producing a tornado, but if you're out in this area, at least take cover. Heading east 22 miles an hour, so it should be at Yorktown in about 10 minutes actually. Well, you probably see it now. Probably see it up in the sky. So cool. Storm right here. North. Okay. So you can see what I'm talking about this starting to come out a little bit. Like it's starting to, like those are probably scud clouds maybe. This is so dope, dude. All right. That's such a cool. It's awesome. Sorry, it is. I just think that's so cool being able to look at the storm like that. Look at this down. I mean, I've looked at radar enough to know that that's not good. See, and even right there, where that hook is coming down, there's some wind, like fast wind starting to happen. I mean, it's almost 50 miles an hour down there at the base. How have they not like? I mean, they obviously know more than me, but like, how could you have not like called this yet for what it is? It looks like it's going to be dropping something. Got wind coming in, mist coming down. Well, we're going to keep an eye on this storm for a few more minutes, and after that, I may just call it. Oh, wait a minute. This storm's got a look to it as well. Yep, this wind's got some swirly winds. Not very fast at this point, but it's definitely got some winds swirling. The bad part is that it's coming into like closer to the station, so it's going to be more difficult to kind of see what's going on. But yeah, I would say if you're out in the Edgewater, Virginia, Meadowbrook, keep an eye on the weather. This thing it doesn't have a severe warning to it yet, but I'm gonna bet that it will as it moves closer and into more of the more energy in the area. As long as it can stay organized, I think this storm could be our next problem on the shores of Virginia. Wow. Still some hail. Still some wind, not as fast as it was. Out here it still is, 40, 50 miles an hour. Yeah. I think if this storm would have had more time to build, I think maybe it would have put a tornado warning out there. Still has a chance. Still looks like it to me. This storm has me looking. I mean, I know there's going to be derechos out there today, but this is the maybe we'll watch for a little while longer. Watch this storm. Storm chaser out there north of Richmond. Wrong place. Oh, I thought it was Richmond was the station. We have some distance between us and that station. Have oh, that's wrong calculator. Yeah, you got about 50 miles. What do we have now to here? Okay, closer to 30 miles now. I mean, tilt 2, activity at almost full 3. Yeah, I mean, it's got that look to it, with the elevation too. I just see, haven't done anything. Even this storm, the higher the higher the tilt, the higher it looks up into the atmosphere. At the storm. Yeah, see, this thing is starting to get that little bit of inflow look to it. Yeah, this thing continues to build its energy. This storm looks like it's splitting off now. It's taking a dump. I'm sorry, sir, but the storm just took a dump right over your house, right over the James River. The Lee Hall dumper of 2025. Hey, man, little storm poops. Change this map. I don't really like this map, but RoadNet. Not really that important out in this part of the world. Only a few highways. Ew. Oh yeah. No. Your eyes. Look away from the terrain map. All right, we'll leave it on Saturday. Yeah, I mean, this thing is starting to get some fierceness to it. Still swirling a little bit. Green and red next to each other. Swirly winds. Oh yeah, and the winds are starting to pick up for the storm. Yeah, I think I'm surprised they haven't called a special in a thunderstorm warning yet for the gusty winds could knock down. Definitely a lot more action out in the Midwest today, but got some supercells popping up here, heading towards Maryland. These storms are probably going to wind up coming together and forming a bigger storm. The rest of these, they're going out. This one had some hail to it, 1.2 hail. Wow. Oh, my storm fell apart. Like, I don't know. It looks like something with a tail on it. A lima bean with a tail on it. Yep, good old Lee Hall dumper of. You know, the thing, I don't really like any of the plays. I like the one on radar scope. Guess we can. All right, so this storm doesn't. I don't think we need to really worry anymore about this storm. It looks like it's not going to be. It doesn't. It's kind of falling apart. The storm looks like it's kind of falling apart. Separated. You don't really have much in the way of velocity. All the winds, pretty much, all the main wind is going like in one direction. It's away, you know, from the station. We do have some isolated pockets of. Here's some wind here. This one, hey, I called it. I called it. Didn't I call it? Tornado warning. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm right all the time, but it had that look to it. All right. New tornado warning out. 4:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, southwestern Chesterfield County in central Virginia. Got about 22 minutes left on this tornado warning. Get inside now, stay weather vigilant. As it says, take cover now. If you live in a mobile home and you can get away from the storm, I would do it. If you live in any kind of home, like my home, I live in a duplex. You know, I'd have to go to I have a bathroom like right behind me in the most interior part of the house. So anywhere you go to the most interior part of the house, because I do think this one's going to produce a tornado. If it hasn't already been on ground yet, I do believe it's going to produce. You know, it's got that look to it. It's got plenty of energy left for it to build on. I mean, so yeah, keep an eye on this. Velocities don't look like they're that major yet, but an eye out. Correlation. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Bay Hill Point West. So it looks like it's gonna. If you live in Birkdale, Amington, Arlington East, Summerford, Cameron Bay, Point Hill Bay, or Bay Hill Point, Virginia, take cover. If you're on Route 340, keep heading east as fast as you can. Try to head south on 288 and bypass this storm. But yeah, if you're on Highway 2, Route 288, 340, keep a lookout. Told you guys. I told you it looked like it was gonna produce. I said it had that look to it. Tornadoes are not super hard to look at on radar. I don't really understand how to read like photographs and T charts. I mean, I can kind of read them a little bit. Like I know what's bad and what's okay, but like, oh man, hope you're not playing golf today. Oh, you know, there's probably a bunch of people out at Magnolia Green Golf Club today that just got fucked. Like, they probably caught them all in from the course. So you probably got 18 holes worth of middle-aged men going into the clubhouse, huddling up together, and then they scramble back out to the hole they were at. Then you got a bunch of guys saying, "Oh no, my ball was here. Oh, I was a lot closer to the hole. Don't you remember before?" But yeah. So Hampton Park, Ashbrook, Pullman, Amington, these developments. It looks like you guys are starting to get it right now. This is why I like having satellite on, because it gives me an idea of like houses and shit like that. But I'm pretty sure living around this area my whole life that there's a bunch of houses here. You know, like this looks like a court. You know? Pocahontas got dipped by the first American settler. Pocahontas got dipped by the dude who started tobacco in America. I knows that because I watched this special on YouTube a while back. Okay, yeah, see, I told you, a bunch of houses. Bunch of houses. Oh man, I hope these houses are going to be okay. You live in Collington East, Summerford, Bay Hill Point. Take cover. Hope it doesn't mess up the Yamota Steakhouse. They probably got some. They probably got some banging food. I've never been to a Japanese steakhouse that didn't have good food. Buffalo Wild Wings. Shit, I could move down this area. And Garden. I wonder if they got all you can eat. Longhorn. Shit. And an Outback. Damn. Texas Roadhouse and a Cracker Barrel. Holy shit! I found the mecca of fatness. Oh my god. I gotta go visit this area. This is right outside of Richmond too, I think. The mecca of fatness. Where, where's this at again for real though? So because I might actually go down here, man. Just get each one of those restaurants up one day. Just start here in the west and just make my way to the east. Outback, Longhorn, Casa, well, Mexican. And they got an airport close by. I could fly my fake airplanes down there. Chewy's, TGI Friday. I haven't been to a TGI Friday in years, man. I used to go there like every week with my parents every 2 weeks when I was a kid growing up. We'd go there like every Friday night or Saturday night or whatever. So this is right off 3. So the interstate, so 280 and 360. I remember. Southwest Richmond. Yeah, I mean this storm still looks like it's doing some damage here. It's got some spice to it, that's for sure. Now the wind, it doesn't look as potent as it did before. Like, I don't think this tornado warning is going to continue. Honestly, I don't. Just based on looking at what I'm looking at here, like there's not really strong velocities. They're still swirling. It could continue. I just I don't see it. Kakalaki Chaser. He's got his phone number on it. I just doxed that guy. It was an accident. I didn't know it was going to show his phone number. Not much doing with velocity. If it's got any, well, could be a little bit of debris flying in the air right now with this. I mean, it's got a pretty big correlation drop to it. We are far enough from the radar where it really shouldn't be like radar chatter like this over here. I mean, this storm could be doing something. Scale of 2, scale 80 probability. And it's got some verticality to it. That's what the values are here. The change in wind direction, like I said, it's vertical wind instead of horizontal wind. Still got a hail shaft to it. Got some height to it. Still at 40,000 feet. Yeah, I mean, this storm could continue. I don't know if I necessarily see it. Spectrum width. Yeah, I mean, the spectrum width is nothing. Starting to, I wouldn't say it's losing its shape, but losing its shape a little. Could be reorganizing maybe, but personally, I don't think they're going to continue this tornado warning. Not unless the storm gets a lot more distinctive looking. Tornado warnings in the... Now this other storm I told you about that we were watching, look, this has now got a severe thunderstorm warning. Wow. 1-inch size hail, quarter size hail, my goodness. If you live out in Virginia here, right? Southwest Virginia, if you're in like Straitston, Cedar Forest, Stovall, Perth, right on the pretty much right on the line. Yeah, I mean straight zone right on the line there. Yeah, you got a severe storm heading your way. 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter size hail. Looks like it'll be at Straitston by 5 o'clock. If it keeps up going the way it's going, it's heading east about 18 miles an hour. If you live east of Route 29, west of Route 501, keep an eye out. Right now, if you're out in this Route 603, Route 761 area, you're getting ready to get smacked. Now, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of houses. This looks more like farm area, farmland. There's a few houses, but it's not like where we were just looking. But yeah, Stovall, Straitston, Cedar Forest, Melrose, Green Hill, Perth. Keep an eye out. You're under severe thunderstorm watch or warning for a while longer. Just keep an eye out on the weather. Same thing with the northern part of this warning as well. Castle Craig, Laddie, Spring Mills, Chap, Virginia. Keep an eye out. I don't at this point, it doesn't look like it's gonna move into a tornado warning at this point, but what do I know? what do I know? I just called this one. I just predicted the future on this one. Yeah, see, this one's starting to, it's keeping its shape. So this one, they could extend the tornado warning out. If this gets a little more distinctive, I think so. And now we got a chaser here. Is that the same dude? Another tornado. Wow, lime size hail. We got to check this story. I know this is not on Hatford. Oh, wow. Wow, that's a, back to where these numbers here are like the size of the hail. 2 inches, 5 inch. Yeah, see, it's starting to lose its shape. Now we can also tell too, depending on where this guy goes. If he moves away from the storm, then it's probably not going to continue. I don't see it personally. We're starting to looks like it's starting to reorganize. Now it could go away. Tornado warning, like they might not continue it. Storm will still head east or reorganize, and then they could always do another tornado warning. This one looks like it's splitting off into right now. So I think this would be the storm to watch out more. Um, yeah, it's going to be two separate storms. Check the convective getting ready. I mean, checking this time of day doesn't really no point to it because whatever's going to happen happens. We definitely have southern storm. This southern storm, if it continues on this track, it's going to run into some pretty healthy cases. Check oh no, not yeah. I see this one shows it more in the north energy. So Ace Triple R I've always found to be a bit more reliable. Yeah, I don't see this storm. This storm is reorganizing. I don't think they're going to continue. This one here, this storm is going to head out into a more favorable area for tornadoes. This one's going to head. What's the. Oh, 300. 100. Give me 300. Any of that do? At 300 millibars, that's usually where the jet stream is. And I can go to 500. Shows it on the Windy app. Maybe they just don't do it on Radar Omega. Check out the 500. So not much energy as far as wind pushing. You know, as far as like moving it into one direction. Like if this wind would be down here, I would say maybe take a look at the north one, the north storm more than the south one, because it would have higher wind speed. Scheduled program. Yeah, I don't see this one continuing, which is good. I mean, it's a good thing that this fell apart. This storm. That's to the dump of James Hall. James Hall dump of 2025. turn into two separate storms. This one here, we're gonna have to keep an eye on. When you're in radar Omega and you're looking, got a black dot in the center, it's not a severe. Orange dot in the center is more. As they get farther, as these storms get farther away from each other, this one is going to hit more favorable weather. Storms starting to come into oh, this is our storm. This is the one that had the tornado. See? Told you they weren't going to get. And look, you kind of look at these maps and kind of get an idea. I'm not saying you're going to know. Get an idea of what's going on. Only one tornado. Wow. Ball size. Holy shit. Let's take a look. The weather nerds, right? Bahia Blanca National. Wow. I bet you that's a gorgeous storm to look at, like, in person. Do we have any storm chasers I can click on? The closest one is on this. Wow. Azo of 7. Baseball size hail. I see these shafts here. That's what I'm talking about. These rectangular shafts up there. Vertical versus horizontal. Got some decent velocity. Wow, man, baseball size hail. That's got this hook that's still coming down. Back over. There's a lot of shit going. I'm just in that. I'm not going to dox myself, but I live somewhere over here. Over here. Somewhere in like this, 300-mile radius. I heard the Appalachians were at like 3 inches of. That's a lot of rain for the Appalachians. This thunderstorm warning here, and that's really about it. In Virginia, Maryland. I still think this storm could produce. I think this one is going to produce as it gets closer to Williamsburg. I think we'll watch this storm for like a little while longer, and then I'll call it a day, and then I'll go over to flying here. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll just do this today. I'll just fly tomorrow. By the way, I'm not looking at chat or anything today. I this is very impromptu, so I don't like have everything set up how I normally do. Plus, I don't really feel like, to be honest, I don't know if I really want to interact with anybody right now. I'm just kind of chilling, doing my thing, looking at weather and just kind of saying what pops into my mind. Really see anything serious coming Maryland's way. Usually it's southern Maryland that gets kind of hit, by these storms. Like Waldorf, Lexington Park, this area, like kind of storms where they just kind of pop up. And there's a big tornado down in Waldorf when I was a kid. Many years ago. Yeah, we'll just give it a little more time and see what happens. Got this pocket of high pressure here sitting next to this low pressure area, which is why we're getting these storms popping off, because we got these different air masses sitting here next to each other. Satellite cells. Level. Wow, that's a lot of energy. Oh, 50-mile-an-hour wind gust. Yeah, I mean, still got this cell here. It looks like it's trying to produce something. Got these that are going up to towards Pittsburgh again, but not a whole lot of shit popping off around this area, which is good. I think it's a good thing. I mean, we still have some stuff that can happen. I mean, we have a tornado watch until 10 o'clock tonight. This is another reason why we have this kind of weather today. Look at the dew points next to each other. Right along this line here. Why we're kind of having these storms. Cooler air, not much, but enough. Cooler air next to much hotter air. One of my kids asked, "I'm damn." I think when I was sleeping, I I think I clicked on something on my iPad while I was sleeping, because when I woke up, I was looking at page was on like used vehicles. So I just got contacted from a car dealership asking me if I'm looking for a vehicle. No, I'm not. I like not having a car payment. Yeah, not much. We'll keep an eye on things for a few minutes, but like this storm is kind of going away now. There's not much doing with this storm anymore. I don't want to say like the worst of it's over, but like very well could be. You know, this is not usually an area of the world that storms get worse as night goes on. Not like out in the Midwest. Like out here, as the air starts to cool into the evening, um, you know, storms usually get worse. That's not usually the case out here in this area. Isolated storms is what we've been seeing. Moderately on air, right? 30 to 40 knot of effective shear. Shear is the wind speed, vertical, 30 to 40 knot wind going up. Surface boundary extending from northern Virginia into southeast. Curve enhanced low shear support. Well, that's what we talked about, from northern Virginia into southeast. That's what we looked at with right here, from northern Virginia down to the southeast. At this area right here. Plus, we have a whole lot of convective energy in. Now, this storm is going to be heading into tornado warning area. This storm is not. So, even though this one may have more energy available, this one could have the right mixture of ingredients. Something, an eye on it. Kind of about it. Not a lot of shit going on. We got a couple people watching this. Thomas again and Austin. Had the same last name. Oh, okay. Are they brothers? What's going on, brother? Storm is not really. This storm's not really packing any kind of punch right now. Barely any wind. Not much to worry about there. Now these couple of storms are moving into a more favorable area. These storms, I think, if they would have turned into anything, they'd be more organized by now. I mean, these storms are just right here. This storm's kind of falling apart. This storm looks like it's trying to reorganize a bit. I think if this storm continues like this, it'll probably continue the severe warning, into Appomattox. Is that how you pronounce it? Appomattox. Yeah, Appomattox. Yeah, I got it right. Flood, Georgia, Anderson, Hurtsville. That's a cool name for a town. My name is Jed, and I live in Hurtsville. You got Hollywood, Virginia. No shit. Anybody live out there? Nope. As far out in the Hollywood Hills, Virginia. I'm gonna mute myself for a second. But yeah, I never knew there was a Hollywood, Virginia. That's pretty dope. I'm gonna stay on for just maybe about another 10 more minutes. Then if nothing else is popping off, I'm gonna sign off. But I think a lot of the action in this area is done for the day, to be honest. And out of all the storms that are in our vicinity right now, the only one I really see any potential for, this one here. Now, if they continue this severe warning, it'll probably get tornado warned at some point. But at this point, there's no reason to believe it's going to be either one, because it's got a little bit of a hook, but not big enough yet. We're tall enough, really. Let's see how tall this storm is. It's not big enough or tall enough to really do any damage yet. Well, I stand corrected, actually. Shit, this storm is still 43,000 feet. What? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they will continue this watch. A little bit of liquid to it. It's got a hail shaft to it as well. You know what? This storm, they might continue. Warning on this. Out by Lynchburg. I went to Lynchburg one time. I remember when I was a kid, there was an Audi dealership somewhere down south here. I think it was where I went, or is it Blacksburg I went to? Might have been Blacksburg. But anyways, I had to go down and pick up an Audi convertible for the dealership I was working for at the time. And when I went there, inside the showroom was a Porsche, brand new Porsche coupe, roped off, and it was on hold till Carter Beauford, the drummer from the Dave Matthews Band, got back from tour. He was picking it up like when he got finished tour. I thought that was like the coolest thing, because I'm a drummer. So I saw that, I was like, no shit, it's fucking. And I drove home. I took a train down to the dealership, and then drove all the way back home. Very happy I didn't burn any of the seats in the car from anything I was smoking that day. This thing's starting to get some shape to it. It doesn't look big enough to me to really cause any kind of damage, though. Base velocity. And the velocities are still not fast. I mean, not really. Nothing. 15, 20 mile an hour winds, like nothing major. Keep an eye on that for a few minutes. It's out of the warning area right now, so let's see what happens. Wow. Tennis ball size hail. Good Lord. I went to college down here. Exactly. Right here, where I went to college, Charleston. I used to drive from Baltimore all the way up here. Somewhere around here was that street I was telling you about that has all the fast food places. At Morgantown and head down south. I am right to Charleston. Used to take like 7 hours of driving. Took a long time to drive though. But shit, when I was 18, 19 years old, no big deal. Hop on some music. Have enough food. Cash for food. Charge my set up now so I can over here. Let me record. 3 more alerts popped up. Now we have 60 total. It's charging. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'll apologize. I don't see much in this form anymore. We'll give it a few more minutes. They don't put another severe thunderstorm warning out. Might just call it a day and get ready for our flight. We're going to be flying from Edinburgh, Copenhagen, with the modded Edinburgh Airport, flying the iFly 737 Max, 738 Max actually, with the Norwegian Air Sweden livery, ProFlight, NSE 501. Tomorrow, I think I have a couple more flights that I'm going to do if I feel up to it. I always had the best intentions to do like 2, but I never wind up doing it. Why are storm chasers around. They're just getting, maybe they're at somebody's house just chilling. Oh, this guy's at first watch. Easy. This guy's sit. This guy just went to church. Austin, did you go to church? Are you praying for a storm? Is that why you went to church, Austin? We had one guy eating at first watch. One guy just went to church. And, oh, this guy's at church too. I wonder if storm chasers go to church a lot. 2 out of 3 are at church right now. This guy's at Truist now. Gotta pull some money out so you can get back to first watch. Money out to eat. I'd pull some money out of ATM, go right to 7-Eleven. Get me 2 of those taco and cheese taquitos. Just now this storm is splitting off. It looks. Yeah, this storm is. You have a special state. Gusty winds could not. Okay, Appomattox. Well, this is the area we already caught. That's 6 minutes. Talking about gusty. Ground, a cloud to ground. That's crazy. Did you know that lightning can strike 10 miles away from a thunderstorm? From that parent thunderstorm? Yeah. I didn't know that until much of a weather dork as I am. I didn't know that until today. All right. I just like if it was still severe enough, it wouldn't be a special weather statement. I think continued thunderstorm. They did expand the zone a little. And it's starting to get that look to it, but I don't know. My gut's not telling me that anything happened with it. Usually my gut's pretty good when it comes to stuff like. And I called the last one. Go back and look at the other time I did this on stream a couple weeks ago, and I was right about that one too. I called a tornado warning like 10 minutes before they called it. Not much wind. Most of the velocity wind is going back towards the station. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see it. I don't really think that storm is going to. That's really about it. I mean, go back and look at the other models. Like, really not much else supposed to be coming our way today. Like, that's now. I'm sorry. This is now. I mean, like, maybe around 9 o'clock night. Possibly. No, that's the NAM 12. What's the our show? Yeah, see, I mean, they're not showing anything that time of night. That's 4, 5, 6. Well, Maryland's okay. Most part. Mm. Every time I do that, I think of the Onion Knight from Dark Souls. Mm. It's a good spot. Some soup. To join me for some soup. That there's still going to be a fair amount of energy in the area. I mean, it's more down towards kind of. There's still some. I don't. I think they're just going to be regular air storms. I don't think much in the kind of early stuff going. I don't see it, but vigilant. This storm is starting to get a little more interesting looking now. It's starting to get a little more elongated. Starting to get this little bit that's coming down here now. So this storm, we'll have to watch this storm for a few more. Like I said, it is heading into the tornado watch area. Getting ready to cross this high pressure area into the low pressure area. Sparks could fly. Maybe. Either way, I'm gonna turn this off in 10 minutes. I'm gonna do my flight. Head and watch a movie or something. Something I don't usually do. By the time I finish work, you guys know, but I finish work, take care of dinner at a time, take a shower, fall into bed, and rinse and repeat. Plus, I'm really excited for this flight. A little more interesting. Live out near Five Forks, Elam, Red House, Farmville. Keep an eye on the sky. Got a bad thunderstorm coming your way. IL of 34. No probability. And F inch. Storm is getting bigger. By the way, it like go back in time a few. Let me Ash. Let's go back in. Here's the how it just blows up. It was much bigger. Now it's split off. These two storms are now forming one. These three storms actually are forming one. This storm is falling apart, and this storm is now. Oh, here we go. 60-mile-an-hour winds. Charlottesville. Maybe that's where I went. Up that car. I don't know. Might be Charlottesville. Charlottesville sounds familiar. Route 29, I think it's back up. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, I don't see with this thunderstorm, I don't see much way of bad stuff. All right, I'm gonna sign off here, guys. it was fun watching the weather. Maybe we'll do it again sometime. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll be back shortly with a regular scheduled program of the aviation show. See you soon. Stay weather vigilant. Keep an eye on the sky. See ya.